What's going on YouTube? Mo the Mechanic here, and today we're going to be talking about replacing batteries, specifically on the Jeep Wrangler or the Gladiator. And if you see this symbol right here, I'm pretty sure you have signs of a bad auxiliary battery. So in this video, I'm going to show you where it's located and the process of replacing it. Not a hard job to do, pretty simple. Let's get right to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is disconnect your 12-volt battery from the negative side of the battery, because you do not want continuous power going to the vehicle as you change your auxiliary battery. So right here, this unit right here is called the IBS sensor, or the integrated battery sensor, which can also throw your light on, but in this case, just the auxiliary battery. It's located right underneath here. We're going to do it from the bottom, because doing it from the top, you can do it, but it's very time consuming. So I'm going to show you how to do it underneath the vehicle. So usually I have been using my smart glasses for POV so I can have my hands free, but the battery life in those are not very good. So I ended up ordering a GoPro. So now I have a better camera with longer battery life, so I can make my videos a lot better. So we're going to set this thing up and we're going to get right into the video. So once you remove your inner fender, your auxiliary battery will be located right there in that spot. Now, what I didn't say was another tech had diagnosed this customer's complaint of the stop-start light being on. That was that yellow symbol that I had pointed out earlier in the video. So in the process of doing this, that black cover that I had in my hand, that is actually what the auxiliary battery is sitting into. It's being held up there by three 10mm bolts. And then on top of that, you have your positive and negative terminals, which are connected to the auxiliary battery. And those are held on by two 10mm nuts. Very simple. Once you drop your three 10mm bolts, the battery will come down and then you will be able to have access to those nuts. Now, I said disconnect the negative terminal on the 12-volt battery because if that still has power to the vehicle, you will spark in the process of trying to take those off. So you want to try to eliminate that. So right here I have the two batteries. I have the old one and I have the new one. The new one has the red and blue plastic covering on there. So what you're going to have to do is there's two posts in the old battery. You're going to have to remove those and transfer those over to the new battery. Now I have an inverted socket which I use for these, which is an E5. You will need an inverted socket, or if you have a wrench to remove those. I don't really think you can use a regular 6-point socket, but if you can, try to use an inverted Torx bit. Now right here I have one of my young techs. He's new to the shop. He is very well mechanically inclined. He's been around cars pretty much his whole life. But this is his first time actually working to a shop. And when I'm here, I'm usually an ear to the younger guys because they like to not just stand around. He's looking for something to do. I really didn't have nothing for him to do at the moment, so he's just cleaning. So he's just telling me about his day. But he's a pretty good tech. I don't mind helping out the young guys because a lot of the older techs like to give a lot of knowledge to the younger guys, show them some tricks, help them out with the work so nothing's too crazy for them, because we want them to have confidence when working on the vehicle to, feel comfortable in what they're working on. So right now I'm transferring over the new studs over to the new battery. It's a very simple process. This battery process is very short, very simple, not too complicated. If you go through the bottom of the vehicle, if you go through the top, there's a lot more you have to take off. So trust me, doing it this way is the easier way. And now that we have the battery bolted back up underneath the vehicle right here, like I said, going underneath is a lot easier than going through the top of the vehicle. It's a longer process to the top. I have it right here bolted on with our three 10mm bolts. And then once you get that situated, all you're going to want to have to do is throw your fender back on, bolted back on. It has 3 10mm bolts. There are also 3 rivets you're gonna have to put back into this fender to hold it securely. There are also a couple of push tabs that I have no idea where the tech placed those, but I ended up finding some on my box and threw those back up under the fender. But now, after you get that situated, you can throw your wheel on and get this vehicle down and get it back to the customer, and their lights should be off. If it's not off, then that IBS sensor has to be replaced. But in this case, it stayed off, and we were happily able to get this vehicle back to the customer in a timely fashion. Well, other than that, thank you for coming to my channel. Please like, subscribe, and share this video, and enjoy the rest of your day.